All right. Well, welcome to our 8th session of this campaign. Our group of adventurers have been trying to work their way through the labyrinth. And in the last session, I believe we ended with a escape from a hall full of zombies. The group was able to kind of move their way through and then get out of the hallway. Fang retrieved a green gem, which he put into his pack, among with some other tokens, I believe. And I also wanted to award a point of inspiration to Fang, or to Peter, I guess, for last session. His role playing, I thought, was pretty good with dealing with the bear, okay, and that whole situation. To keep true to his character's kind of mindset and how he would have dealt with the situation. So, point of inspiration to Peter on that. And I believe the time of day, it's probably around noon at this point, if I remember right. And the group of adventurers is still, they still have a map. They're working their way through areas that they have not yet explored. And we find, at least at this point, you guys find yourselves entering into a passage where there's not much going on. It's out in the open again. You're in open air. So you do have the sunshine coming down because it's noonday. And as you are walking down this hall, who's leading the way this time? Volunteer?
I will.
Okay, so a couple of you are in the front. Go ahead and make perception checks for me as you are leading the group here. And then who's in the back of the group? Who's leading the rear of the group?
Back.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Got it too.
So Karen's a little distracted by something, not sure what. Fang, you're probably about in the middle of the group. And you will, any other roles you guys got?
I got a 16.
16, okay. So as you come around a corner, you see a young boy who is ahead of you. He is about, let's see, it's probably about.
Let's call him Milo.
No, let's not. He's about 65 feet ahead of you. And, well, Karen, I guess, might call him Milo because she doesn't recognize who it is. But how about Thomas, and what did you get for perception?
No.
I'm just going to have you all roll because you all would be seeing this. So.
Okay. 14.
14, okay.
I know who it is.
Okay, so you see a young boy is about 12, and for those of you who got above a 15, I think that'd be Sebastian and or Perseus and Fang would notice that he appears to be dressed in some of what appears to be the clothes of royalty. Okay, so he is about 65 feet ahead of you, and he's bouncing some kind of strange ball. It's made of leather. Okay. You guys have probably seen this ball. It's commonly played with.
How would a leather ball bounce?
Good question. Yeah, he's bouncing the ball kind of against the floor, and it's hitting the wall and bouncing back to him. And as you guys come around the corner, he sees you, and you hear him kind of mutter something under his breath, and he starts running away from you guys. Okay.
Just to be clear, we all don't trust this guy, right?
He's a kid.
I mean,
If he's
child-
12 years old, then I
Yeah,
trust
probably like a demon in disguise or something, but
Exactly.
I'm gonna
I'm
run
really
after
getting sick of being tricked by demons. No offense.
And
Well,
here's the thing: why would a
you're asking
literal,
for it,
Even if
not-
you get tricked by demons, you don't have to assume everyone's a demon.
but why would there be a literal child in this
Ghost.
labyrinth?
Oh yeah, it
That's
goes.
right.
Find out. By following him.
Great. How is that any better?
But I don't trust him. If anything goes wrong, I'm gonna tie him up.
What's the ghost
Uh.
gonna do? Like,
How are you gonna tie up a ghost?
We
If
should
it's
probably
a
just follow him
ghost,
anyways.
it's rude, but
Kinda like
I'm running
walking
after him, and I'm
that's
leaving
all I wanna
these
find out.
conversational people.
All right, so Fang starts running down the hall. Again, he was already about, the boy was about 65 feet ahead of you guys, and he's running. The hallway itself is probably about 90 feet long. And so he's almost around the corner by the time, Fang starts running after him. And the rest of you guys, any actions you want to take or just
I'm gonna chase after him.
chase after? Okay.
I'm gonna chase after him.
So I know Fang has you can go 80 feet per round, is that right? Okay, so he's probably, you're able to catch it quite quickly. The boy isn't terribly fast for, he's 12 years old, so he's not going at super high speed.
Did anything super important just happen? Because you just cut out for like 20 seconds.
Did I cut out? Just Fang is running after this boy and the rest, and I know Ajal is as well.
I said I wanted to also.
Okay. So anybody who's in the very back now of the group?
That'd be Vanji, I think.
Okay, Vanji.
Very back.
So yeah, Vanji, did you roll a perception check earlier? I don't remember.
I did. I got a 12.
Like 12, okay. So yeah, you guys, do you want to just follow suit, like regular running speed, or do you want to stay there, or what do you want to do?
I'm following just because I don't want to be left alone.
Right, okay.
For once.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, Fang, as you come around the corner, you see that this boy, sorry, I'm hearing my voice echoing, I don't know why, that's weird. So as you run around the corner, Fang, you see the boy is about, because the hallway is about the same length, it's just kind of zigzagging. So he's about halfway down the hallway. And you both can hear this, and probably the rest of you guys would hear this loud thumping noise, okay? And you almost, Fang, you probably feel the ground kind of tremor a little bit, okay? But it sounds like a very loud drum of some kind. It starts to thump, okay? And it's coming from down this passageway, like the passageway is sloping downward. And this boy is like, he kind of stops, seems startled. He looks back at you. Fang, go ahead and make a perception check, and probably Thomas as well, another perception check, as you come around the corner and see this this unfolding here.
I got a 3.
13.
Okay, so both of you, you can hear the noise. You see this young man stopping, kind of seeming startled. He looks back at you, Fang, and he calls back to you. He's like, "What in the world is that?"
He has
I
a
don't-
British accent. He has to be
Kind of-
Milo. It's Milo.
No, he is not British. He is not British. So Karen, you make your way around the corner. I'll give you a perception check as well, because you're.
How generous. I'm probably gonna get a 1 this time.
And then Perseus and Vanji also come around the corner. You guys can all hear this.
I got a 1.
A 1, okay. So Karen, you notice that your boot is unlaced or something. Okay.
14.
That's
14.
pathetic.
I got a 13.
Okay. So this thumping noise is kind of throwing you all off.
I probably think it's like, I don't know, a dance party. So I start. That's more dignified.
It definitely has a rhythm to it now that you're hearing it, and it appears to, does seem to be getting a little bit louder. The young man is looking back at you and he says, "You're war swords, right?"
Ye.
Something like that.
I'm going to walk up to him and place my have him look at my holy symbol and see if anything happens.
Okay. So you want to walk forward with your holy symbol? Okay.
Yes.
Perseus, I'll give you in one more, maybe an insight check, not a perception, but it's insight as you come closer to him. And then for the rest of you, 13.
24.
Sorry, your bandwidth is low. You're breaking up a little bit. Sorry, say it one more time.
Dirty 24.
Oh, nice. So Perseus, as you come closer to him, you are absolutely certain that this is the king's son.
Okay.
As you get
Not a
close, you
demon.
see his
Not a ghost. We're not gonna tell
based on his royal clothes. You even see there's a ring on his finger. Okay.
I'll just be like, hey, you can trust us. I only kill your father in the future.
Wow.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Perseus,
I don't
Perseus would
actually do that.
recognize, the ring, the
I don't know
clothing,
who it is.
That was a dream.
even
Doesn't mean it's
the
a future.
And you don't know who it is, so you can't say that.
so the facial features. He looks quite similar to the king, which is probably why you recognize him as you got closer. The holy symbol that you show him he just kind of glances at it and doesn't really seem affected by it in any way. But he's like, as war swords, you are sworn to protect me.
Why?
Yes.
I will protect you.
What are you doing in here?
We need to find out that thumping noise.
Yeah, and as
I'm going
he's
to ask him,
saying this,
why is the
you
name of
guys see
here?
up the hallway which is about another 65 feet at this point, you see coming around the corner, basically a bunch of marching goblins. Okay.
Do it.
And they're all like the front row has a bunch of spears. Okay. And they're marching around the corner and they're all armored. Okay. Fully armored. Okay. And you can hear marching behind this rank as they're coming around the corner. Okay. So
I'm gonna charge.
what actions would you like to take?
I'm
gonna
going
charge.
to.
I want to hit it. I want to shoot at the goblins.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell at the kid to go the other direction and then go chop some goblin heads off.
Okay, so Perseus, you've come closest to him, and you're going to start charging the direction of the goblins. Is that right? Or
Yes.
okay, how about Thomas and Ajal? What are your actions?
The king's a terrible father. Why is he just letting his little kid just play?
Exactly.
It's
Labyrinth?
probably an illusion, but still, I'm charging towards the goblins.
Okay, so we'll roll initiative in just a second here, but
You're gonna watch over the child.
I just want to hear actions of Ajal.
I'm going to stay with the child and protect it.
Guys, the
Him,
point is to
not
protect the child. If the
him.
king finds out his child's dead, I hate the king. He's gonna kill us.
We can't protect the child. There's an army of goblins coming after us.
All right, so we're gonna for Fang. It sounds like Fang and Perseus are running towards the goblins, and so I'm probably gonna be rolling initiative. I just want to make sure I understood. It looks like the rest of you are kind of waiting to see what's happening.
I'm staying
No,
behind.
I said
because
very
I'll
specifically
kind of
what my
because I'm
actions were.
unclear.
But I just not gonna turn yet.
Sorry, Karen, what was your action? I missed. I heard what
I
you
said
said.
I'm gonna yell at the kid to run that direction, and then I'm gonna go and attack the goblins.
Okay.
Wait, I'm literally breaking my own rule. I'm not supposed to attack them until they attack us first. I guess I'll go stand in front of them and wait for one of them to try and kill me, and then I'll kill them back.
But Karen, they're goblins. I think this is time for you to break your rule.
Anyway,
I'm gonna break it
You guys-
sometime.
I'm assuming this discussion isn't actually happening because Peter.
Yeah, it's not.
Fang ran forward with Perseus, and now Karen is right behind them.
I guess I'll wait to see if they try and kill Peter.
Just go ahead and roll initiative and put your, if you're rolling initiative, if you're going into action, just roll initiative. Let me know what you get. The goblins got a 6, so that'll be a 7 for the goblins. Was
Got
pretty
an
low.
11.
22.
Whoa.
Okay. So Perseus is going to be able to take an action first. Perseus, as you're running forward, you see there are 2 ranks of goblins with the spears, and they have about 5. Each rank is about 5 goblins across. Okay. Again, the hallway is only about 15 feet wide, but those first 2 ranks have spears, which they have now lowered down. They're pretty long spears, and they start running towards you guys. I won't have you roll. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm going to bash at one of the goblins with my mace.
Okay, so you're going right into the fray of these guys. Okay. So because of the length of their spears, they are going to get an attack against you first if you're just running towards them. Okay. So I will roll for those attacks. What's your AC?
18.
18. Okay, pretty good.
Whoa. Yeah.
So yeah, out of all the front, like as you're kind of on one side of the hall, you know, these ranks of spears, only one of them hits you because of your armor. And you do get 6 points of piercing damage from that spear, however.
Okay.
So now it is your attack against the goblins, and then Fang, you got an 11, right? So you'll be next.
Yeah.
18.
Was that? Yeah, that's enough to hit. Go and roll your damage.
Four damage.
Sorry, what was that?
4 damage.
4. Okay. So yeah, not enough to take it down, but you did definitely bludgeon that thing. Okay. Now it is Peter. So you see, Perseus just jam his way right into the front ranks here, and most of the spears just bounce off of his armor, but he did get pierced by one. What's your action? What exactly do you want to do?
I'm gonna basically like run towards one of the walls right before the spears and like run on the wall and then like go behind them.
Okay, is there like a special ability that enables you to do that?
Well, I have a +5 on acrobatics, so I think I can do it.
Okay, so you want to try to, as you're running forward, kind of run up on the wall and then go over these first two ranks, right?
Yeah, like run.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and make I'll allow you to make a dexterity check. It's gonna be difficult, but go ahead and let's see what you can do. And I'm sorry, acrobatics check.
You just cut out for like.
Did I cut out? Just make your acrobatics check and let me know what
Okay.
you get. Yeah. The rest of you would see behind the first two ranks of the spearmen, you see archers, okay, and they are preparing to shoot arrows down the hall. The boy has moved behind where Karen was, but you're pretty sure that he's definitely within range of these archers.
I'm gonna prep my shield and just kind of push him back down the hall.
Okay.
I'm gonna take aim and fire at one of the archers with my bow.
Okay. So if you two want to just roll initiative, let me know what you get. And then Fang,
Got a
what was your
14.
roll?
I got a dirty 20.
Okay. So yeah, Fang you guys see him running forward. He is able to run because the spears were pointed down towards Perseus for the most part. You're able to kind of, go past this group. So you land down right by one of the archers. If you want to make an attack still, you can do that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna spend a key point so I can do 4 attacks.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and make those rolls and let me know, what you roll. And then we'll go right to maybe, I think it was Thomas. What did Ajal get for his initiative?
14.
14?
Got a 15.
15. Okay. So it'll be it'll go Aaron and then Thomas.
Mhm.
And then the goblins will get a chance to attack.
I got a 21 on my short bow.
Okay, that's a hit.
Yeah,
Roll your damage for that.
come on.
And if you want to go ahead, Thomas, we can kind of just throw this all in because it's a battle. It's crazy. So
I got a 7.
a 7. Okay, 7 points of damage.
Just
So
free
that-
for all. I'm gonna say what we want to do, or do we have to wait our turn?
Just one sec, Karen. I'll get to you because I think you're right after them. So that one of the goblins falls down from the crossbow attack. Fang, what's your rolls and damage?
2 12s, a 24, and 18.
Okay, so you got 2 hits.
Okay.
Goblins, go and roll damage. And then Thomas, were you just kind of defending, or what was your action?
Yeah, I'm just defending the prince.
Okay, so kind of protecting him. Okay, great.
7 and 3, so 10.
Okay, so Peter, you take down one of the goblins as well, and I'll let you put that other damage into another one. Okay.
Okay.
So now we've got 2 goblins down, 2 injured. And just put that in my notes here. Okay, so 2 goblins down, 2 injured. And now, Karen, you are now close enough. You can make your right in this front group of spears.
Okay.
If you do plow forward because of their spears, they will get an attack against you because of their length. Okay, or unless you want to do a ranged attack. So, if you can.
So what I want to do actually is drop down low so his spears can't get me and kick the legs out from under them.
Okay. So yeah, they will get an attack of opportunity against you based on that
No,
action.
they won't. Fast.
All right. Because of the length of the spears, I'm going to have to. What's your AC?
It's irrelevant because I'm down low and I do it so fast that they can't even see me. So
I can see
I'm
you.
wearing no
How would a
armor.
barbarian move that fast? A strength build barbarian at that. If it was a dex build, I would understand that.
I'm multi-talented, and what the heck? It's not even. It's not.
And I'm
going
going
back.
to be nice, Karen. I'm going to ask you: is the barbarian going into a rage or not?
Yes.
Okay. So that's a bonus action. That does not count against your actions. So as you're running down the hall, you go into a rage. Spears do 11 points of piercing damage, which will be halved because you are in a rage. So you get 5 points of piercing damage. Okay, as you
So what
slide.
do I do to them?
Well, we're about to find out. Now you get to make your 2 rolls. Or are you just trying to kick them down, or are you going to attack with your axe? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna kick their legs out from under them, and then jump up and cut their heads off, like 3 at a time.
Okay.
So 3 people, they drop to the ground, and then I jump up and chop their heads off as they're falling.
Okay, so go ahead and make your 2 attacks. And then I think it will be their turn. Yeah.
$20 on my first one.
All right. Is that a natural 20?
No.
Okay.
And then 19.
All right. 2 hits. So roll your damage. And I'll give you against 2 different goblins because you were attacking 3. So
I always forget. If I'm in a rage, does that change how much I like hurt people, or does it just make me more?
it kind of protects you from damage. And it gives you advantage on strength checks, I believe, if I remember right. But yeah, it doesn't really affect your damage against them.
Okay, I got 9 on first
Okay.
damage and
1 is dead.
12.
12. Oh yeah. So I'll give you just took down the 3 because of your damage. So now you guys have taken down 6 total, and 1 is injured. Okay. So yeah, Karen, you accomplished what you had set out to do. They are shocked as you slide into the spears and then trip them over and then hack into their little poor little bodies. I'm just kidding. All right.
I have to describe it that way.
So, now it is their turn. Okay, so we have some of the spears are pointed towards Fang. Well, no, he jumped over that group. So Fang, a couple archers take aim at you. What's your armor class?
13.
13. Okay, so you get 2 hits from arrows. The damage is going to be 6 points of damage from 2 arrows shot at you. Okay.
That's not good. Okay.
Spears going
Help
towards.
me! I shouldn't have ran.
Please don't pass out again.
I was at 4 hit points. Okay.
Spears are going towards Perseus. Most of them are bouncing off. What was it? 18 is your armor class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of, they're trying to get you, but you're just blocking. Oh, one got a critical fail and he slips onto his back. So he's prone. All right, so that's 4. And now the archers are letting loose some arrows. Let me just check perception here. Okay, so one of them notices down the hallway their target, and he shoots an arrow at a 15.
Wait, their target. They're targeting the little boy?
So they, as Ajal is standing there, he's able to block one of the arrows from hitting the prince. Okay, but it was definitely coming right towards him. But you're able to block that. And a couple towards you. Oh, a crit fail. So arrows are flying all down the hall and missing. One got a critical failure, so his bow breaks or something. And I think that's all that they can do this round. Yeah. So lots of arrows flying. But you guys have definitely made an impact already with taking 6 down. So
It
you're
took
almost
6 down off me. 6.
right.
hit.
Okay, so now we're back to the top of initiative again.
Do you lose your initiative when you get knocked out?
Are you knocked out?
Yeah.
Oh, you
I was
passed
at 4
out.
hit points.
Oh, you were at 4 hit points. Oh dear. Okay. So go ahead and make a death save for Fang, because I think you were at the top of initiative, right?
Yeah. No, wait, I was second.
Wait a second. Who was at the top? Was it?
Fastest.
Oh yeah, Perseus. So Perseus, you see Fang go down. A couple archers shoot arrows into him. You're right up there in the front. In the middle of this. You still got guys with spears around you trying to get you, but they're missing. And we're going to stop right there because our session is almost out of time. So we will start back up in just a second. So be thinking about what your actions are, and we'll come right back.